Oh, it is you! You have broken the trust of a son of a shepherd!
Me?
Confess to your crime, stale end piece of white bread!
505 Games has been exposed to be an even bigger lying sack of shite than we all previously thought. People who owned the Standard Edition and Digital Deluxe Edition of Control found out that they were somehow upgraded to the Ultimate Edition for no apparent reason despite the publisher saying it was completely impossible, yet here we are. Said greedy publisher responded to this by claiming that this was an accident, a mistake, and quickly revoked these upgrades, though now they've been exposed for lying, because they're liars. If they could accidentally upgrade everyone to next gen, then it means they knew full well they were capable of providing existing owners with a next gen upgrade. It's kinda like Anthem, where the player base was asking for more loot drop, and a bug caused the game to drop more loot, making the player base very happy. Yet the devs removed it because it was unintended, and got a lot of flack for it. So to recap, Control launched as a full-price game with season passes, DLCs, and a digital deluxe edition. But if you want to get the next-gen upgrade for the game you bought, in order to take full advantage of the next-gen hardware, then you literally can't. You need to buy the Ultimate Edition version of the game, which costs $40. Before the Ultimate Edition was announced, the game went on sale, so the people who bought the game full price at launch and during the sale got royally screwed over. After a lot of public backlash, 505 Games came out with an explanation soon after, saying that it was impossible to just upgrade current Control users to the Ultimate Edition. Their excuse that's devoid of any useful information reads as follows. We spent several months exploring all our launch options for Control Ultimate Editions, and no decision was taken lightly. While it is challenging bringing any game to next-gen platforms, we quickly realized it was even more difficult to upgrade our current user base to next-gen with full parity across platform with our year-old game. Every avenue we pursued, there was some form of blocker, and those blockers meant that at least one group of players ended up being left out of the upgrade for various reasons. As of today, we can't offer an upgrade to everyone, and leaving any one group out feels unfair. We understand that is not what you want to hear. Yet that's not what we're seeing now, is it? I swear I hate these companies and their vapid word salads. And speaking of word salads, 505 Games told players that the next gen upgrade for Control would be free. What they didn't tell players was that it would only be free if they spent $40 on the Ultimate Edition, because free doesn't mean free anymore. People found out that the Ultimate Edition wasn't even a different version of the game. It wasn't even a different SKU. But rather, it was the exact same version of the game they had already bought and paid for, but it was being called the Ultimate Edition in order to make them buy the same game twice. To make matters worse, they would have received far less backlash if they just did what Activision did for the digital edition of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, where people had to pay $10 in order to upgrade the game to next gen, and Activision knew that charging more would be pushing their luck. The only reason 505 Games didn't do what Activision did was because $40 is more than $10. And I can't believe I'm honestly using Activision as a higher standard here. I mean, how scummy do you have to be in order to look even worse than Activision? These scummy actions only make sense in an economic system where the sole concern is making more money solely for the sake of making more money, regardless of the negative impact of the unethical, immoral, anti-worker, anti-competitive, anti-consumer practices they engage in to make large amounts of money. Microsoft with its smart delivery for Xbox, EA with its dual entitlement, Activision has upgrade options for the digital edition of Call of Duty. CD Projekt Red is offering a free next-gen upgrade for Cyberpunk 2077, and for people who currently own The Witcher 3, get upgraded to next-gen for free. Yet 505 Games expected people to believe that there were blockers that prevented them from offering direct next-gen upgrades to people who already bought Control. If you find any game company spouting the same bullshit that 505 Games did, then just point them to CD Projekt Red's handling of next-gen upgrades and tell them to shut up. At this point, I advocate for waiting an entire year after the game has been launched, maybe even longer, before buying it, when it comes to greedy companies like this. That's my 2 cents on this matter, and thank you for watching.